Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're on Windy Banquet Street at the moment and I'm heading off in a southerly direction and we're going to the Showtown press launch. I promised that I'd take you with me, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're just passing Bolts and the back door of the Blackpool Tower. Look, it's still there. Can you see it? The Blackpool Tower. So we're going to the preview events. I've been looking forward to this actually, because I've seen the same pictures that you've seen. I've looked through the mucky windows from outside, and I don't really know any more than that, other than the gist of what it is. So let's go and see what it's like. They'll all have to clean the windows as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and then you'll get all the updates as and when they happen. Let's go see what we can see. So this is where we're going. It's the Sands building, and it's been 10 years in the making as the Blackpool Museum project, and it started off in 2014 with a Heritage Lottery Fund of 1.6 million to scope and develop plans for a new Blackpool Museum of Fun and Entertainment. So it's upstairs, so I'm assuming it's on this first floor here. I've seen the staircase from inside. I'm sure we'll find out when we get in. And it's gone through various different phases and stages until eventually we get to the 15th of March, which is this Friday, and it's open to the public. So tickets are already on sale. So you can buy a ticket and you can have repeated admission within the same ticket within a year, so you can come as many times as you like if you're paying a full price ticket. If you're a Blackpool Council resident and pay your council tax to Blackpool Council, you can have free entry, so that's not bad at all, is it? Right, we'll go and have a look and we'll go and see what's to do. So here's a place to look. Come and explore. There's the siren. There's always one. Come and explore 6 immersive galleries of Blackpool's fun and entertainment, open 7 days a week. So there you go, free for residents of Blackpool. Let's go and take a look. They're at the back of the door looking at me. You can see them through the smoky glass. Wow, what an amazing sight to greet you when you come in. Of course, like every museum, the first thing that you start with is the shop. And it's all very quiet at the moment because obviously it's closed. And then upstairs to the Museum of Fun and Entertainment. And at the top of the stairs, we've got a fabulous flying seagull. And of course, if you gasp like a fish, like I do when you're climbing stairs, there is of course a lift. So this is the little bit of public space that you come into, and this is where you pay. So don't forget that of course, once you've got your ticket, you can come back as many times as you like. So this is the entranceway, and the first thing that you come into is what's a temporary exhibition space. So this will have events and activities and changing displays in here. So this is deliberately a little bit quieter at the minute.
The Chief Executive of Showtown, good to meet you all. Let me welcome you to Blackpool's first ever museum, which sounds quite extraordinary to say when we've got such an impressive back catalogue, collection, cultural heritage, but it is the first museum that Blackpool has ever opened, and we are exceptionally proud of what has been achieved here. Showtown tells the extraordinary stories of the development of Blackpool as both a seaside resort, but also as an entertainment capital. There are more performances that were happening here than were happening in London at many parts in our history. And so our museum tracks both the development of the town and also that entertainment history. What we also do at Showtown is we feel that we have totally reimagined the museum concept. And I'm delighted that we've been able to work with Cass and Mann in terms of designing. What we're also doing here is showing Blackpool's own brilliant collection that comes from archives across Winter Gardens, across the Illuminations, the Circus, Magic, Dance, and that's all portrayed in Showtown as well. We've been very fortunate to have a long-standing relationship with the V&A, and we have over 25 items that are on display from the V&A, which you will see as we wander around as well. We also have on display a number of objects from individual performers' collections as well. So Showtown is a real collaboration between researchers, our museum designers, curators, and also, I think really importantly, people of Blackpool, performers from Blackpool as well. So we're able to tell their very collective stories, which is clearly demonstrated as we walk through. So a real opportunity for us to be able to co-design and co-curate. And Showtown as well is an integral part of the regeneration of Blackpool. We all know Blackpool, we all hear about Blackpool. Sometimes it's not presented in the most positive light, but we hope, we really truly believe that Showtown gives that incredible spotlight on this fabulous town, the innovative way that it has developed, the entrepreneurship of the town as well, and its real brightness and colour, the fact that it can have a good laugh and really present fun. And that's such an important part of the regeneration of this town, which is happening in collaboration with many partners.
I'd like to introduce you to Elizabeth Moss. She's the new Chief Executive of Showtown Museum, and Elizabeth has been here a full 6 months.
Oh, 6 months.
So, in keeping with the theme of the venue, what do you think to the show so far?
Well, it speaks for itself. It's totally sensational. And I have to say, when I've been out and about speaking about Showtown, it's the best conversation I've ever had, to be honest, because it's so bright, it's so bold, it's so Blackpool, it's so fun, and it's totally brilliant.
Right, brilliant. So what are you thinking of your ambitions then for your first 12 months?
But there's a lot of ambitions that have been set for this project. It is a major project for Blackpool. In the fact that it's the first museum, that makes it very intriguing, but also quite challenging in terms of the way that we've worked. And it's how we settle it as a museum amongst these other fabulous attractions, actually. Because to some people, a museum might be a little off-putting, but we first and foremost are a museum because we present collections, we present stories. And we really take care of those stories and those people that have created them. So my first challenge is to make sure that we have loads and loads of people coming through and just enjoying themselves, perhaps not coming for the history, perhaps coming for fun and entertainment, but actually taking some additional stories away. So we're looking to have around about 200,000 visitors in the first year, which is quite, again, fabulous and ambitious, and we hope they all go away with a smile on their face and a fabulous story to tell.
Well, with record numbers of visitors last year reaching 20 million, you really ought to do that and then some, shouldn't you?
I think we should.
I think so. I think it'll be popular.
Now that we're about to open the doors, our public, our visitors can speak for themselves about how wonderful it is. There are so many photo opportunities in here as well that we hope they will really use that on social media and other activities and be able to spread the word.
And not forgetting, of course, that when you've got your ticket, you can come back as many times as you want within 12 months. So you need to come and visit.
Yeah, so whether you're a Blackpool resident, where you can actually come in for free, or whether you're from a little bit further afield, so if you're up the Fylde Coast, come and buy your ticket. It's an annual membership, it's gift aided as well, so that really helps us as a charitable trust, and you will just have the most amazing time again and again and again.
Thank you ever so much. Lovely to welcome you to Blackpool.
Thank you.
And there you go, there's Bella. Bella? I think she's Bella. Bella the donkey?
Bella is our elephant.
Bella's the elephant. Oh, I'll have to go and do my exam again. I'll have to do my exam. So this is the museum entrance. And as you come into here, the first thing that you greet is the donkey. If there's one thing I like, it's the Seaside donkey. And then the big, huge AV wall, which tells the story of Blackpool as a resort and how it was born, how it grew. And this is all interactive as well. So there's a booth here that you put your head in the hole, have your picture taken, and you appear on the big AV wall in the actual story in the display. So the whole museum utilises cutting-edge interactive tech. This is the Blackpool skyline with all the big Blackpool buildings. And here we've got Funny Girls Look in the old Odeon building, which is quite a massive, obvious landmark. And then you get to jokes and joke shops. There's all kinds of different things that you can press and twiddle and do different things with. Push to spin. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I pushed that hard enough. And then we get into the next zone, which is all about magic. Because, of course, Blackpool holds the biggest magic festival in Britain each year. I think it's in February, if I'm right. And this is the actual cell door that Houdini escaped through when they got him in the clink in Blackpool Police Station. So there's a mixture of genuine real artefacts displayed in a museum style, so the back of the glass, and in places where you can't actually fiddle with them and damage them. Oh goodness me, who remembers the old kettles like that? There's interactive television displays and things to do. Some more exhibits, look. And then there's all kinds of different AV and clever tricks and demonstrations. So the idea is that you're actually backstage and party. That's the fart cushion, as you can tell. So there's all kinds of demonstrations and displays. This one shows you how the magic disappearing trick works. And it's themed into 6 zones. So everything is kind of collected together by subject. And the next one, I think this is my favourite one possibly. The next one is roll up, it's the Circus. And these are actually Charlie Caroli's own props that are on display. So that's his hat, and go on, what's that called? Is that an oboe? That brown musical instrument. And the harp he made out of a toilet seat, which is just about on my level. And beautiful exhibits like this one as well. Now the costumes on the right and the left, it's a little bit difficult to see them because of the glass and the light reflecting, but the costumes on the right and the left are on loan from the Victoria and Albert Museum. And if you're as old as I am, you might remember that clown outfit being worn on a white face clown, which I've just discovered was actually Charlie Caroli's son, who we now know as Charlie Caroli Jr. Norman Barrett's costume, and this is Bella the elephant. I remember her name because I've always liked elephants. There's dressing up box. There's the life of a circus elephant next to Bella and the conditions that they used to put her in, and the tigers, if you remember those. And then we enter the circus ring. There he is, look. I don't know whether he's got a name. I didn't get to that bit. Charlie Caroli. Now these are the BBC archives who worked with the Showtown Museum to put exhibits on display from their archive. I'm not going to go through this slowly because you need to come and look at it yourself. So you've got the stage. This is the back end of the circus one. This is the stage and the other exhibits. So you can weave your way in and out. This is all about the Illuminations. Oh goodness me, that's very discombobulating. That's very strange. What a very peculiar experience. That is really odd. Don't go in there if you've got a migraine, if you suffer from migraines or epilepsy. And this is the original switch on switch. And here is one of the original art lamps that were first used in 1878 in Blackpool. This is an old switch that would have controlled the lights, and here you can actually design your own illuminations and then make them appear on the interactive screen. So it's all a mixture of interactivity and proper artifacts. It's really interesting. It's very good. And these are maquettes that have been made over the years for the Blackpool Illuminations when new displays have been created. And these little people are all the staff who work at the Illuminations depot now. We're looking at the work and what it is that they're doing. There's loads and loads of stuff. I can't possibly explain it all to you step by step because we'll be here until bedtime. So that's one of Jane MacDonald's dresses. That's beautiful. Danny LaRue. Remember Danny LaRue? And then in this one, we've got a mention of Hilda Baker, who used to live just round the corner from me at Cleveley's. The one who said, she knows, you know. And this is Morecambe and Wise and comedy. So these are dressing rooms. And here you can be the judge and the jury on your own show. There's beauty contests and Basil Newby. There's interactive venues, that's the Syndicate. And posters from the archive. There's absolutely loads of stuff. I would say you need... Well, it took her an hour to walk us round, and all we did was listen to what she said and didn't look at anything in detail. So you need at least an hour, if not two. And here we're into dancing. We're into dancing, and this is the Strictly section. And this is the booth from the Mecca nightclub. And if you love Strictly, you'll like this bit because this is how all of the beautiful costumes are made. So this is an interactive table which all lights up and gives you the pictures which all relate to the description on the screen of how the garments are actually made. So you can see it changing and showing the different pieces of material and trimmings and things that are used. And then that's it. You're back at the exit and the door out. So I hope you've enjoyed that little look around the new Museum of Fun and Entertainment in Blackpool. Make sure that you come and pay it a visit because it's very good, I have to say. This, oh look, it's somewhere to park your pram with a proper secure lock. That's a good idea. I've never seen one of them before. I mean, I've not looked because I've not got any children. There's lockers as well, so you can use them and stash your bags and stuff, and then you've not got to carry everything round. Obviously, there's toilets and all that kind of stuff. It's got all the mod cons, so I would definitely recommend that you come and have a look. It's going to be well worth a visit. I'll have to bring the tea boys. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now.